A document is considered the best evidence of its contents. When the language of a document is not clear or gives rise to doubt, it is said to contain ambiguity. Ambiguity means uncertainty or confusion regarding the meaning of words used in a document. There are two types of ambiguity: patent ambiguity, latent ambiguity. The law also decides whether oral evidence, spoken evidence, can be used to explain such ambiguity. Meaning of ambiguity: ambiguity means that the words used in a document are capable of more than one meaning or are uncertain. 1. Patent ambiguity. A patent ambiguity is an ambiguity that is visible on the face of the document itself. The defect or uncertainty can be noticed simply by reading the document. No outside evidence is required to discover it. Rule regarding oral evidence: oral evidence is not admissible to remove patent ambiguity. Reason: the parties themselves failed to express their intention clearly in writing. The court cannot rewrite or complete an incomplete document by oral statements. 2. Latent ambiguity. A latent ambiguity is an ambiguity which is not visible from reading the document alone. It becomes apparent only when external facts are considered. Rule regarding oral evidence: oral evidence is admissible to explain latent ambiguity. The court allows oral evidence because the document itself is complete. The problem arises only after applying it to actual facts. Oral evidence helps identify the intended person or property. When oral evidence may not be given, oral evidence cannot be given in the following situations. 1. Patent ambiguity: when the document is incomplete or uncertain on its face. 2. To change the written terms: if the document clearly states, price is equal to 10 lakh rupees. A party cannot say orally, we actually agreed on 12 lakh rupees. Written terms cannot be altered by oral evidence. 3. To contradict the document: if the agreement says payment shall be made in cash, a party cannot orally prove that payment was agreed by check. 4. To add new conditions: if the written agreement contains no clause regarding interest, oral evidence cannot add such a condition. When oral evidence may be given: oral evidence may be given in these situations. 1. To explain latent ambiguity. Example: my house at Chandigarh. The person owns 2 houses there. Witnesses may explain which house was intended. 2. To identify the subject matter. If the description matches more than one property, oral evidence can identify the correct one. 3. To identify the person. Where 2 persons have the same name, oral evidence may identify the intended person. 4. To explain technical or local expressions. Words having special trade or local meanings may be explained through oral evidence. 5. To explain handwriting or signatures. Witnesses may identify handwriting or signatures. Important legal principle. The law follows this principle. What is written must generally be proved by the writing itself. Therefore, written documents cannot ordinarily be contradicted by oral evidence. Oral evidence is allowed only in limited situations recognized by law. Case study. Case: Mr. Sharma wrote a will stating, I leave my house in Amritsar to my son. Everyone believed the will was clear. Later, it was discovered that Mr. Sharma owned 2 houses in Amritsar. Now the court faced difficulty. The ambiguity appeared only after examining the facts. This is latent ambiguity. Neighbors testified that Mr. Sharma had always intended to give house number 45 to his son. The court accepted oral evidence because it merely identified the property and did not alter the will. Conclusion. Patent ambiguity appears on the face of the document and cannot be explained by oral evidence. Latent ambiguity appears only when external facts are considered, and oral evidence is admissible to identify the real intention of the parties. Thus, oral evidence is used only to clarify an ambiguous document, not to change.